Hey everyone, Andy Hall, Tobin Templeman. Tobin Templeman, you seem to be remarkably happy this Monday morning. Is it the waking and the baking? Is that what the secret is here?
One thing, I am kind of early today, and I've already eaten my breakfast.
Oh,
Sometimes like, I have a routine, but that routine kind of fluctuates here and there. Sometimes I miss breakfast before the show,
yep.
so I don't know. It's just kind of. But I
So you,
have made it a routine to grab a little snack so I can like hide. I'll put whenever you see the dot go up, my stomach growled, and I had to grab me a little bite.
that's good. That's good. Good for you, man. I'm glad you got a system all cooked up. So Big Z says your headset is broken and will not be replaced until Thursday. Well, that sucks, dude. Some of you are no doubt grateful. Well, it's going to be good to see you on Thursday, Big Zebra. Hey, I should also say I'm going to be going to New York City on Friday. I'm not leaving until the nighttime. So this week should be a normal week in terms of the shows, in terms of times. Um, I know I won't be able to broadcast. I won't be able to do the show next Monday, a week from today, because I am going to be in New York City in a hotel room with kids, bringing the girlfriend. We're doing all that kind of stuff. So normal week this week, but no show on Monday. And maybe no show on Tuesday either. I'm not absolutely sure. I might try to pre-record something. I don't know.
Right on.
Yeah, yeah,
Getting to take a trip
yeah.
out to New
Right.
York.
I feel it's safe. I feel it's relatively safe because we're all vaccinated. We're all boosted. My girlfriend still has probably the antibodies from her infection of COVID. So, and my kids are young and healthy. And regardless of my anxiety, I am I've come to terms with the fact that I am somewhat healthy too. You
Heck
know,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I like to take road trips. I really do. I'll jump in a car and go sit just to go see somewhere new.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's good. New York is only like a 4 hour drive. Assuming there's no traffic from here from Boston, so it's pretty convenient, and it's good to get the kids out of the suburbs. And into civilization every once in a while. Yeah, so that's so I saw the football game last night, and I think it was just I'm rebranding Super Bowl Sunday as Snacksgiving. I'm much more about the snacks, and I think we should all have at least one day to appreciate snacks. And so I'm personally rebranding for in my house, my people, for us it'll be Snacksgiving, and then there'll be some football, somewhere along there. Yeah, I saw the whole game. It was an exciting game, in fact, in many instances. Uh, but yeah, we were more about the snacks. The girlfriend made some really good nachos. She made a vegetarian chili, which was very respectable. And we had some mini corn dogs, the little mini. Yeah, they're vegetarian corn dogs, but they're still really good. So yeah, that's right, Big Zebra. Snacksgiving. That's right. Rebranding Super Bowl Sunday here, at least for me, as Snacksgiving.
I could go along with that. I
Yeah,
dig that.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
It has none of the baggage, right? That Thanksgiving has. None of the weird, you know, Puritans invading this hemisphere, invading this continent. Snacksgiving, I think everyone can get around. Corn dogs. You can have your vegetarian corn dogs. You can have your regular corn dogs. Nachos. Who doesn't like nachos? It is actually, well, it's not vegan, right? I haven't gotten to you can still be vegetarian and have dairy products. So it's definitely vegetarian. I have not really. We have flirted with trying to be vegan, but we are really bad at it. Really bad at the whole attempting, even trying for one day to be vegan. I just like milk a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. I like milk and eggs, and I like cheese.
And if done appropriately, which it's not very hard, taking care of some chickens, you know, and or even, getting to know your local farmers, there's people out there who will hook you up. But yeah, I don't know. Like there it can be ethically done. It is what I'm saying. Like to
Mhm.
have eggs,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
milk, but I still don't like that the manufacturing like stuff that does bother me. Like
yeah, yeah.
how
Yeah, yeah, and I'm with you with that too, Tobin. Um, I would say that if I was going to try to give up anything, it would probably be milk. It would probably be, or at least trying to. I don't know, because cows. We've covered this story before on the show. Is that cows do create a fair amount of methane, which is a greenhouse gas, and so yeah, 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 yeah. So I got, I will say this is that with all the food prices going up because of inflation, not eating meat has helped out in terms of saving money.
yeah.
And yes, there were refried beans, Dr. Mordecai. So I've been reading through Dr. Josh's book, Slavery, does the Old Testament endorse slavery. I forget the full title. It's kicking around downstairs. So I've been reading through that, and that's been, I really like his writing style. It's very simple, very straightforward. You find a lot of academics who don't write that way. I'm looking at you, Daniel Dennett. Yes, I'm looking at you. Um, yeah. So I'm reading through that book right now. And that's enjoyable. Learning things with my brain. That's what I am.
I like Dr. Josh Bowen. He's got a great personality. He's a good moderator in debates and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's got a
Yeah.
great personality.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny guy.
Hmm.
So yeah, what else did I do over the weekend? I don't know. One of my kids was over, my youngest. So we did parent stuff. I did parent stuff. It happens every once in a while. Did the Only Sky thing. Yeah, it was, and then of course Snacksgiving. So yeah, it was a pretty fun weekend overall for me. How about you, Tobin? What have you been up to?
Well, I finished. Nearly completed the next song that I'm gonna put out. There's one more thing that I want to. I have an anonymous player who is going to add something at the beginning of the song.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get to record that today. But I pretty much finished the entire song, like the music end of it. I still have to make the video for it.
Right.
But
Yeah. Well, dude, it is, what you're doing is a labor of love because it's multiple. Well, it isn't just writing the music, performing the music, but then making the video too and doing the editing. Um, it's a lot of time. I would imagine you're investing a lot of time and effort in it.
yeah, I was telling myself at the beginning of this, I was like, yeah, I could pop one a week out. That's no problem. Yeah.
And then you realize that doing one a week is like, and I understand this. I've done the same thing, Tobin. It's like, sure, I can do X, whatever X is, whatever that variable, right? I can do that one thing once a week at least. And then you realize that, well, that one thing can take you 10, 15, 20 hours to do. And you're like, wow, that's a lot of time. that's,
There's yep.
yeah, that's
There's
like,
definitely effort that has to be put into it.
it's like a part-time job.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I find out, and this is what I found out is that even though I have a lot of I have small tasks, like tasks that may only take me a few minutes each. But when you pile on all the tasks, it turns out there's a lot of time just gone.
Yeah, like that the new scientific horoscope. Um I was actually thinking that to myself because not only are you like coming up with these funny and witty things to say in the horoscope, but you're finding articles that uh
Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And I read all the articles too, because I don't feel like I can make a good joke unless I read the articles, and and it takes time. It takes time. There's some like there was one of them. There was something about neural networks in
yes.
the and I'm like, and my girlfriend's there, and she's an IT, she's a data scientist basically, and it's like, so this is how so I turned to her as I often do, and I go, so this is what I understand this to say. Am I right? Okay. Then if I say this, if I twist it around like that, does that make sense? And she goes, yes. It's like, all right, very good. So I'm lucky to have her around, so I can kind of review my crappy jokes, and to that I actually understand the topic that I'm reading about. Yeah, but literally she just came down after I've been working on it for a while. She's like, "Are you still working on that?" It's like, "Yes, I'm still working on that. I'm still working on that." But I'm glad that you enjoyed it, everyone. People who have read it, I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
John Hudson's here. At least he's trying to come in.
John.
Looking good this morning, Mr. Hudson.
Well, thank you.
Yep. Yep. Are those new glasses, sir?
Yes, I didn't have a pair in this color.
Very nice. Very nice. Are those prescription lenses, or are they just for
No,
fashion?
that's why I've got like 50 pair of glasses. They only cost $1.
Oh,
Yeah, go to the Dollar Tree, get a magnifier, and they work.
oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get some fashion glasses, right? I bet that Andy also bounces joke ideas off Biscuit. Well, yeah, but Biscuit's a really tough. Biscuit's my cat. Biscuit's a tough crowd. That cat does not laugh a whole lot. Even when I feed her, she doesn't laugh. So how was your weekend, John Hudson? You do anything exciting?
Yeah, nothing exciting.
No.
Just been kind of the ex-wife's staying with the kids, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
been. I was actually able to get a lot of shit done because she's been with the grandbabies.
Good. Good, dude.
So yeah, it's all right. No problem. She took me out and bought me drinks the other day, and didn't even try to take advantage of me.
Wow. That's job well done. So I see that you're still leaning into the beard.
Yeah, I want to look like Tobin.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Look like a fuzzy gray Tobin.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this is optimal beard for me. I was thinking about growing it out. I'd grown it out just a little bit. I'm like, I don't know. I think the 4 or 5 day scruff is sufficient for me.
Yeah, I just after hearing that Jesse talking about hair, I don't think I feel comfortable about ever getting a haircut or anything again. Yeah, no.
See, now you got me thinking about hair splinters again. Thank you, John Hudson. I had been able
I've
to
been
kind of
having
forget about
nightmares.
that, but now I'm thinking about
I'll
hair
never
splinters.
I'll never be able to forget. That's just sounded horrible. Had no idea.
No. Yeah. Yeah. That's some horrible stuff. But I'm dealing well. I've been able to deal well with it over the weekend. I had forgotten completely about it, and then yeah,
But now,
I noticed this the other day that when I wake up, I was talking to my kid about this, and she's 16, and it's like, I think when I wake up, this is what I've discovered is that when I wake up, I either get anxious about one or two things. It's either about health stuff or money stuff. That's when I wake up anxious, and that's maybe about 50% of the time. And I think hair splinters might be part of that whole anxiety about that. I think that's what it could be.
if it not, it should be.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. It doesn't help that I'm going to have to get a haircut pretty soon too. So, you guys doing anything for Valentine's Day? And the holiday just kind of crept up on me, or the non-holiday just crept up on me. I literally asked a girlfriend this morning, so are we giving each other things today? And she's like,
"Oh, you jackass!
Well, have you got... What's that?
Oh, you jackass!" Right.
Well, this is yeah. I'm I have my faults.
Yeah. You can at least give her a hug when you say that. Yeah.
Oh, I did. Don't get me wrong.
Well, if you're given the hug, then that's perfectly acceptable. Give it.
So, in my defense, she was not going to give me anything today, and so I said, "Well, I am going to get you a card. I should let you know that, and at some point, I will get you something." And I have an idea what I'm going to get her. There's a I don't know if you guys have heard of the Satanic Chef. He's a chef in the Boston area who's also he's been on the channel one time, and he does, before the pandemic he was working. I don't know if he's working now. I haven't talked to him, but he does go to people's homes and do like home cooking kind of, and he cooks for people. And so I'm going to see if he can come over because he lives over in Watertown, which is, he lives relatively close by. So might have him over, do some cooking. I don't know.
I did get the ex-wife 5 scratch tickets that had hearts on them, the lottery scratches. So yeah, I gave away Valentine's cards.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, gave one to the grandkids and the ex-wife, son-in-law, and daughter. So yeah. And every one of them.
You can send me some too, John Hudson. You can send me some of those. You can send me some scratchers. Yeah, I'll take scratchers. I don't have a problem with that.
I have no problem giving guys Valentines.
I'm not saying Valentine's. She doesn't have to
be Valentine, Andy. If I'm sending it, it's goddamn Valentine. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm just really in it for the scratchers, to tell you the truth. So.
Oh, did anybody see Pasta Mike's Valentine? It had Buffalo Bob from Silence of the Lambs. And it's holding the heart and says, lotion or hose.
That's good.
It puts the lotion on the skin or it gets the hose again, Tobin.
Yeah. It's such a good movie. There's been so many.
This morning when I saw that, I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, Pasta is pretty good at that. I like the memes that he put out. But I hadn't caught that one yet.
No, neither have I. So Tobin, you've been playing your cards close to your chest. All right. So I saw on Facebook that you had a major life event.
Like, okay, like there's things that happen on the social media thing, and I don't know quite why it does it the way it does, and that's one of them. I did not just get married February, what did it say, 19th or whatever?
Something like that, like the 11th, I think, or the 10th or something, yeah.
Yeah. Really, what I was trying to do was make it to where I could put a short clip on that little My Story, but I wanted it to play the video. So I was, and I wanted to put my videos like at the top of my my page. If somebody
Yep.
comes and visits my page, they will see those at the top. So that's what I was doing there. And I ended up doing the bio, and I was like, oh, I haven't put in this, I was editing it, and I put in um, that I was married to Kendra, and I did put in um, April 21st is the day that we got married.
Right.
But for some reason, it put out a post that's February. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't get it.
because I was scrolling through my feed and it's like, oh, Tobin just got married. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. No.
But it turns out to be fake news. Tobin.
Yes, it is fake news. I can confirm that.
Okay, very good.
But I did enjoy the love that we did get. People, I saw the hearts and the likes.
Right. Well, if you're looking for affirmation, you can just repost that over and over again, I guess. Right.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder if Tobin really got married. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Back in 2008.
Oh, 2008.
I
Huh?
proposed to her at the Kima Boardwalk, and there's this seating bench, and there's these statues of dolphins. At least they were there at that point in time. That's where I proposed to her.
Did the dolphins cry?
Well, you can tell that it was a good decision because Tobin's still smiling when he tells that story. Andy, tell us about how you got about anything about your marriage. And I'm like, well, let me tell you a few things. So that's the difference there. You could usually, Tobin's face lights up when he talks about how he proposed. And I'm like, yeah, my 20-year marriage, I can tell you things about that. I can tell you things.
One thing I could say about marriage and divorce is divorce was probably the best money I've ever fucking spent. Red card me.
Yes, thank you. It's over there.
Card me.
Yes, thank you. I didn't even notice because I'm thinking. I would agree, John Hudson, that we did mediation, and so it's less expensive than going full lawyer because we didn't have a lot of assets, and so yeah, it was money well spent in my case. Probably one of, or if not the best decision I ever made in my life was getting divorced. So yeah. See, this is a great conversation on Valentine's Day. That's what this is.
The thing about the divorce between us, we like each other better being divorced.
I wish that was my case. I wish that was the case with me, but yeah. That happens sometimes, right? When you're not in each other's crap, right? You get some distance, and then you can appreciate the other person a little bit more when you're not married to them.
We were both going through a bunch of different shit, with my legal troubles, and then she had some medical issues and different things that really, made it was uncompatible.
Yeah. If I was gonna, since I'm rebranding Super Bowl Sunday as Snacksgiving, I wouldn't rebrand. I wouldn't rebrand Valentine's Day, but I would like to have a special day just to celebrate divorces, right? The divorces, the positive divorces, the good outcome divorces. I think that's something to celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it would be a gift giving holiday, maybe, or at least a drinking holiday, because I don't think we have enough of those.
That's something Melissa did too. I drove her down to the liquor store and such, and she's like, "What do you want a bottle of?"
Mhm.
And she bought me a bourbon, and
Nice.
yeah. So it's been good actually having her here. It's
Good.
taking, like I said, it's taking a lot, she's loving on them grandbabies,
Good.
and it's freed me up some time. I've been able to mulch my gardens and things, and then I'm plowing some acreage out back to uh, do a watermelon patch this year, and so yeah, it's
Good for
just
you,
gonna
man.
be. We'll
Well, the
see.
good
Time
thing
tells.
when so when you're tilling, do you have a machine? Do you have like like one
Yeah,
of those? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
got a big rear tine tiller that I'd love to have a big enough tractor that I could do it, but maybe one year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You should celebrate Divorce Day, Freedom Day, maybe, right?
Well,
Um,
one of the things the kids are been serious about maybe packing it up and getting out of Texas
oh,
because Nick works remote and such, and we've been looking at land up in Oregon
no,
uh,
nice.
because I can go up there and commercially grow,
Oh yeah, dude.
and
Yeah,
and
Whoa.
then and then then Grandpa becomes a $1 million a year commodity.
That's great, John Hudson. That's great. I think that would be fantastic.
I do it,
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
yeah, and that is interesting. So in Oregon, you can is I imagine you'd have to get a license for growing of
Yes,
some kind.
for to grow commercially, to do anything over 12 plants,
Right.
I would have to become commercially licensed, which I
To
would
do
be
anything
wholehearted.
over 12 plants. My goodness, man, that would be a bunch. Just like even if you weren't. So if you don't have a license up there, you can grow up to 12 plants. Is that what you're
Yes,
telling me?
yes.
Tobin's doing the numbers.
Well, yeah, I can get about that would be what a pound and a half about every 6 months at $400 an ounce. Do the math.
Yeah,
That's just for recreational.
yeah, right, right. In Maine, I knew someone who was growing for themselves, just growing their own stuff for their own use, and he could grow 6 plants up in Maine. That was a couple of years ago. I don't think the laws have changed. Of course, when you're growing it, you always have to worry about people stealing your stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I was to do it, I'd live with
There's
it.
actually there's a lot of competition to get it to grow. I mean, not only do you have the humans, but you have the other animals. Animals like to eat it. The bugs like to eat it. Everything wants a piece of your plant.
Right,
Well,
right, right.
what I do is I,
I think you're chopping. You're chopping, John Hudson. So since you're chopping, I'll just say right now, there's a far greater likelihood of us coming to visit you in case you do commercially grow up in Oregon, just to see the entire estate and the whole scene. I think that'd be pretty cool.
well, I want to make weed mead where the bees are pollinating my weed plants, and then turn that honey into a mead.
Wow. Now, is there anything like that already on the market?
I haven't heard of anything like that.
Wow. Wow. Because that's something I would like to try. Weed mead.
It's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Well, I've trademarked the name because I live in Dripping Springs. I trademarked the name Dripping Cider.
Oh, nice.
because if we stay here, I'm going to start making a watermelon elixir.
A watermelon elixir.
We call it dripping cider.
Cool.
Kind
Now,
of provocative name, you know.
oh yeah,
But that
Yeah.
sells.
oh yeah, people like that. You know, it catches the attention, right? It catches attention.
Want to do a whole group of them, actually. Call it soaking cider. It'd be a hit along the Mormon kids. They'll be.
Oh yeah. Dr. Mordecai says John is going to live on the big mount, the big candy mountain. Right.
I've been to the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In fact, my aunt Dorothy, her daughter had the gift shop and stuff at the Big Rock Candy Mountain. It's
Oh, really?
in Utah. Burl Ives sang a song about it, the Big Rock Candy Mountain with the lemonade springs, blah blah blah. Anyhow, true story.
I never knew that was a real place. I just assumed it was some kind of I just assumed it was fictitious, like the Big Rock Candy Mountain. I didn't know it was a real place.
It is a real place. It's in central Utah.
Oh wow. Oh, that's pretty cool.
More you know.
The more I know, the more crap I can talk, the more I can run my mouth. That's how I look at it. All right.
Can you turn that down, buddy? Or I'll just mute me.
Oh yeah, there you go. All right. I think I'm going to close down. Because I still have to. I've been working on getting new writers or more writers on the Only Sky Only Joking page, and so I have to do some more hustling, and see what I can do to round up more people. Finding good writers is difficult to do.
That's pretty fun what you're doing with that Only Joking. I comment on them quite often because it's a brand of comedy that I like to indulge in.
That's good. Thank you, John Hudson. Thank you for commenting. It is greatly appreciated. Because just like on YouTube, when people comment or when they upvote, you know, I mean, it increases the ranking, right? It increases the ranking in the system. So, yes. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that, dude.
Well, I shared this morning's show already, so.
Thanks. I appreciate that too. If you look at actually how many people have been viewing these videos on the other channel, there's been a dramatic increase recently, and most of that's because folks have been sharing the videos on Facebook, on different social media sites. So it's been helping quite a bit.
I noticed Tobin shares a lot too. So
yeah, that's great. That's great. I much appreciated. Much appreciated. All right, so I'm going to sign off because I'm going to have to do work before I go into work.
Let's go get busy.
Same thing tomorrow, everyone. Same thing for tomorrow. Take care.
Shamala hamala.
Shamala hamala. And I'm going to hit the end broadcast button.